everybody, and welcome back to the end of KSP, a series in which I endeavor to find the endgame in Kerbal Space Program. As per usual, we are in CCAN adding a mod. This week's mod is going to be Kerbal Attachment System. We are also going to add Surface Experiment Pack, which I will get from Space Dock. Alright, let's see what we have for contracts. What's this? Surface Experiment Package. There's nothing there. Okay. Contracts. Plant a flag on the Mun. We'll go ahead and take that. Conduct temperature surveys of the Mun. Below 8,100 meters. In specific sectors. Yeah, we'll take that. Position satellite in equatorial orbit of the Mun. Does it have to be unmanned? Yes, it has to be unmanned. And have an antenna that can generate power. So, I think we could probably do that. If we send something... I'm trying to think of the way I'm going to design the mission that I'm going to do. And if I send something unmanned to add to the station, then we can do that. This is 0 degree inclination, so yeah, we can do that. A main cell at Minimus? No, I'm just gonna decline that contract. Okay, to designing the mission. So this is going to be a 3-launch mission, the first of which is our science experiments, which we'll be adding to the station around the Mun. And then the second is going to be a crew transfer vehicle to add scientists to the station. And then the third, of course, is going to be the lander, which is going to take the science experiments and then put them down on the Moon and then back up, bring the science back up for the lab to process. I'm not sure I want to go the way that I did with, this is the science experiments that we're going to add to the station, but more on that in orbit. I was going to ditch the lower stage there, but decided not to because we have a bit of fuel left in it. So I went with the smaller tank here. Normally it would have been a 2.5 meter. This is a 1.25. I believe that's the size of it. The FLT 800. Docking ports on either side, and then storage locker. I originally didn't want to use the storage locker. I just wanted to have storage compartments that I then took down, but I was having problems with lag, and I was getting yellow like all the time. I'm not sure why. Maybe just too much stuff. So we went ahead and did the storage. This has not accessible from the inside. Oh yeah, that's right. That has goo canisters. 12 of them, and then each of these has a set of science experiments, surface science experiments, for the 12, I'm pretty sure it's 12 different biomes on the Mun. Up top here we have a return vessel, a science storage unit. I'm not sure how much that can hold. I'm hoping that it's like infinite, or we can put at least a bunch of science in there so we don't have to send it back. And this is an autonomous vehicle that can then return and be recovered. Lights. Is it U? Yeah, it's U. Okay. Regular lighting scheme, same as we did before. And so this thing is going to be attached to the station on one of the sides. We'll probably have to control from there and then dock it like that. So let's get to that. So I almost forgot about this contract. I had to revert and put a materials bay on because I did not see that as part of the contract. So I'm just going to put it in the sectorial orbit, then get down to Snake Station and start docking. All right, we are ready on the pad with the crew transfer vehicle. We have Bob and Sicky Kerman. It's a fairly standard craft. I don't have the 3-person command module pod thing. I only have multiples of 1. We only need 2 anyways, so the lander can and the command pod will do it. And we are just about ready for launch. Okay, we're getting yellow. I tried hibernating all of the command pods that we aren't using. Let's hibernate that one too. So the only one that's on is this one. I think it's time to transfer these guys. I think EVA is the only way to transfer still. Stacy. Or what is it? It's not Stacy. It's Sicky. Alright, so that's done and crewed. We don't have connection. Limited proof control. I kind of want to take this crew transfer vehicle and move it up or down or just in a different orbit or something. Seems to be doing all right now. I don't want it lagging a bunch when I'm trying to dock the moon vehicle. So let's just put this in a different orbit. Where's undock? There it is. RCS on, back away. Oh, it was on. Oh, no connection. So we have to go over here. Higher orbit is this way. Not much higher. We could probably just use RCS for this, actually. Is that forward? Oh, that's J. Oops. Let's go about 10 meters per second. Let's go 475. That'll get us enough away from that. And then we should be able to come back and dock with it if we need to. One last thing that I forgot to do before we started on the final segment of the episode is this Science Junior. Observe. Do we have science? Yeah, we have 50. Okay, so we can process that in the lab. Will take 11 days. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. Close doors. And also I want to rename this so it's not just called Snake. Where is it? Control from rename vessel. Okay, so this is a station. Psi outpost 1. Because it's mainly science, and refueling is just kind of an extra thing. All right, now on to the next part. I'm not sure what to think about that landing. I don't think we should have survived that at 50 meters per second. We kind of ran out of fuel there. I guess I should have packed more. Maybe. Oh, that's right. We have the Kerbal crash system. That's why. Damage 21%. So that probably decreases the efficiency of it. No damage to the legs, though. What about crew capsule? No damage. It was just the engine that only got a little bit damaged, and the tank, which got a lot damaged. I wonder if it damages a certain amount and then quits working, or if it just decreases the efficiency until it quits working altogether. In any case, we're going to need a rescue for Valentina. Probably a different craft, one with a bigger fuel tank and maybe less batteries. But while we're here, we can go ahead and EVA, take data from the thermometer. Oh, we got the contract complete for science. So this sector is done, at least. I can't remove that, can I? No, I can't. Alright, so in this pack, we should be able to pull out our experiments here. I don't know what this is. Just put it there for now, I guess. Whoa! Okay. Oh, I guess we can't place those down. These are solar panels. Well, all of our experiments are here. No, I can't even. Oh, okay. Just have to be close enough. This. It looks like it has a plug. It's already part of it. More on this next time. So after a bit of testing, which in hindsight I probably should have done before we started the mission, I found out that I do need that screwdriver that fell through the land and those plugs. But I think this episode is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to save the rescue mission or fuel dump. I'm not sure what we're going to do until next time. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you next time.